Welcome back to Afternoon Live. Packed full of antioxidants and vitamins, blueberries are a healthy and delicious snack any time of day. Here to show us the best ways to enjoy the blueberry bounty, we welcome back our friend, Chef Jessica Hanson. Hello, Jessica.
Hello, so good to be here.
Yes, and I have two of my absolute favorite things today, blueberries and Jessica.
Oh my goodness, that's a good start, right?
It's a very good start.
Well, we have a lot of blueberries. Blueberry season came a little early this year with all the warm sun, and there's so many out there and available. So I'd love to have you understand a little bit about how to use them today.
Yes.
But also how to preserve them so that you get to enjoy them all through the times when we don't have so much good going on in the gardens.
Exactly.
So we have a lot. For one, if you can keep yourself contained and not eat most of them, because I know they are one of your favorite things, we're going to be talking about how to make a vinegar from blueberries, because that makes a beautiful blueberry vinaigrette, as well as all sorts of savory applications. So while we do this, I'm going to start by searing a piece of salmon. And you don't necessarily think salmon and blueberries, but I want you to think about blueberries as not just muffins and pancakes and cobblers, but think about using them in savory applications like salads and meat sauces. So we're going to start with a little bit of salmon in a pan. So this is a beautiful salmon. Again, things that come in season at the same time are beautifully done together. So I'm just going to sear that, and while we do that, I'm going to teach you a little bit about how to work with fresh ginger, because ginger goes beautifully not only with salmon, but also with blueberries, both in preserves as well as savory sauces.
I never would have thought of ginger and blueberries.
Have you ever worked with fresh ginger?
I have not.
Well, I want to teach you a little thing to know about peeling it, because it can seem a little intimidating. And this is a whole ginger root, and you take a spoon and very simply just scratch the surface to peel it. Right?
Not even a knife, just a spoon.
I want you to try it, just so that you see what that's like.
Yes. And it
I believe in
so
you.
Good.
While you do that, I'm going to take some chopped up ginger and put it into a pan to start that savory sauce.
And I need to use fresh ginger. It makes such a difference than the stuff in a jar.
Right, and do you smell it right now? It's just all over your hands.
Yes.
When you were talking about antioxidants with blueberries, it's good to know that ginger is such a great thing also for your digestive tract, as well as a natural antibiotic. So these are just all good things to have into your diet as much as possible.
Oh, I love July.
So anyway, just an idea. You have this available all year round, but that way you know how to work with ginger. Just chopping it up and starting our sauce with that. You could choose to zest it as well to make it smaller, but I actually like the chunks. I think that's kind of a delightful part. So we're going to take a bunch of these blueberries. This is how simple this is, and drop them in there. All we're going to do at this point is turn it on high and allow that to cook. In theory, turn it on high. We'll see how that goes. And let that cook for a few minutes with a little bit of sugar. And then I'm going to finish it with butter and a unique ingredient which makes it very savory, and that is soy sauce. Wouldn't necessarily think of that, but it really brings this nice, rich depth to it.
Well, and sugar and blueberries on high, that makes me a little nervous. That's not what I would think of as high. So you really have to stay standing by your...
Well, we're going to add a little bit of sugar, and the juices and all the moisture in the blueberries are going to make a big difference in that. So a little bit of just regular sugar. I also like to use honey and maple and all sorts of different flavors, but I think to just allow this to taste good. And look at that beautiful salmon.
Oh my gosh.
So we're just getting a nice crust on this. Typically, I would just take this pan at this point and throw it into the oven to finish the cooking. That way it's not dried out on the outside. And then with this blueberry sauce, we're going to add a little bit of Dijon mustard and a splash of that soy sauce. And we will allow that to cook down for a minute. Now,
that'll just break down. They'll just melt down as you're going.
That'll melt down as we're going. And what it turns into with a little bit of lemon is a lovely sauce. So the last thing we'll add is either lemon zest or lemon curls. The curls meaning, I'll show you how this works. Take a little lemon tool. These are usually typically seen as a bar tool, but it's pretty handy to be able to scrape some zest right off that in nice big, so you have to be smarter than the zester. This is very challenging for me. There we go. Hello. So you get these nice pieces that you can either pull out or you can go ahead and let them be in. So do you want to?
Yes.
We'll try that for a second.
Or we do zest?
Or we do zest, yeah.
Zest,
And what you end up with is this beautiful lemony, bright sauce with a little bit of sweetness and a little bit of savory from that soy. And it goes beautifully with that wild salmon.
And look how easy that is. Yes.
And
I understand you don't go down to the white, right? I've learned that on Afternoon Live, right?
I'm so proud of you. Yes, the white, the pith is a bit bitter. And so that's why these wonderful tools, they're called a zester. And they take all of that zest off, and you get to really enjoy the essential oils that are in lemon. So here is some of that sauce that's just been finished. And that's as simple as it was. You saw all of the work that goes into it, and you end up with this beautiful, rich sauce. There's a lot of natural pectins in blueberries, so it doesn't need to be thickened. But if you wanted to do something like this and make it in quantity for pies and things like that, you can do that and then freeze it in a 4-quart container. So it's about 4 cups. Pardon me, 4 cups is what it takes to fill a pie. You could solve it or save it like that.
Wow.
We also take the blueberries, blend them for like 2 pulses in a blender and pour white vinegar over it, and you end up with this beautiful blueberry vinegar that you can make for the salad dressings. We did the same thing with strawberries, so this is our seasonal strawberry vinaigrette, and this was just made from the tops of the strawberries. So you get that intense strawberry flavor, and in this case, blueberry flavor that makes beautiful vinaigrettes that you can enjoy all year round.
Yes, and any tips on freezing? Because I love blueberries all year long.
Okay, that's the other great thing to do with it. So I'm going to put you to work on that one too. As I sauce this salmon, take a handful of those and I want you to put them on a sheet pan. These are sheet pans, is what we call just a cookie sheet, but it has to have a lip on it so that you don't lose them in the freezer.
Of course.
And you can even be more generous with that. I don't want anybody to be scared of it being hard, but you want to shake the pan till they're one single layer, and you're just going to have to leave a little bit of extra room in your freezer to lay that down. This will take about 25 minutes just to get them firm enough, just firm enough so that they don't stick together. Put them in a Ziploc bag and add another sheet pan. So you just keep going through the course of your
going.
And then you have frozen beautiful blueberries that you can use for stuff, but I think you need to try this because this savory aspect of this sauce is absolutely delicious. Here's a...
Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. And look at your presentation.
That's nasturtiums. Those are also very full in the garden. We plant nasturtiums to keep pests away. And so they also make a beautiful addition to a salad.
Oh.
What do you think? Savory, but a little bit sweet. You bring out the lemon, which just tastes beautiful with the blueberries. And this is also absolutely delicious with pork. I actually made it with venison this weekend. So we're just trying to get as much as we can on the savory side out of the blueberries and then find different ways to preserve them so we get to enjoy them more on the sweet side as the winter goes.
Another home run. That is delicious.
Yes, well,
Thank you so much.
Learn something new every day, right?
I do, absolutely I do.
Awesome.
All right, we'll have the recipe on our website at katu.com, and we'll be right back with more Afternoon Live right after this. And now I'm going to eat some.